All right, well, hello and welcome back as we get ready here for the first game of the night, as we are going to have the Santa Carla Freakz taking on the Havana Highflyers. Apologies, was just messaging one of the managers, but hoping for a good game here. We'll have to see. They are only one game apart in terms of record, although I think Santa Carla have had a better season so far, as of course they won their first 2 games of the season, and then have lost 2 since. Meanwhile for Havana, lost week 1, got a close win in week 2, and then have lost 2 weeks in a row as well. That puts them 3 spots apart at 4th versus 7th. As we move over to our, that's the wrong schedule. Give me just 1 second. Let's go back to this screen and then let me get that switched out. And there you go. And so we can move over to our week 5 schedule now. And you can see a couple good games. I think Lincoln versus Chicago's got to be the game of the week. That'll be tomorrow night. But then we got a couple other good ones to watch out for as well. Heading into the week, we got 3 teams at 4-0, 2 teams at 0-4, and then 3 and 2 at 2-2 and 1 and 3 respectively. Looking over at our stats, Huntu and Andy and Banks over for Santa Carla, with Andy being the key player, and then a new player coming in for Havana with Zach filling out the roster, and he would take the key player label, although I am not sure that he's going to be here today, but we're going to see, as we are just waiting. Looking at the team averages, it is 4-2 in favor of Santa Carla. So looking at the rosters, as I said, I'm going to favor Santa Carla. I think they've had a stronger season, and so I just have to lean in their favor. Now I'm actually going to bring it back. I was typing in the game chat to make sure everyone knows what's going on. So, okay. The move Red Guy wanted to make as a 1-day is not legal as a 1-day. And so therefore, we kind of had to pause, deal with that, make sure he understood that. But the move does still allow his team to stay below cap, and this is the first game of the week. Therefore, Red Guy is able to, for the moment at least, drop Zach and pick up Drim to be their third for this game. And then once all the games have been played this week, he can do the opposite FA move to switch his roster back. So, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. And so then we have our rosters, and I think we're good to go. But, yeah, so that was a bit of a journey, because honestly, I think it is fair to assume that when you 1-day, your roster needs to be illegal. But, especially given that it's how it works in Pixel, you need to 1-day for a player equal or lower than the person you are substituting out. Because, just think about it flatly, even if the team is still legal, if you 1-day someone out and then sign someone higher, that is an advantage for your team. And so, that is not allowed. But, obviously, the roster itself is legal, and so we should be good. So I think we're good to play. And we got a game. See, that's so true, Panda. So, good. We got game. We're all right. I'm predicting Santa Carla still. But I think this is a good roster for Havana, but I don't think they had a lot of warm-up. So, okay. I think everyone's like not fully sure, but I think we're ready. I think we're good to go. Okay. And so we got games. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just like Santa Clara, but not, right? So don't worry about it. As Jam tries to play forward towards the net, I'm pretty sure it is like a movie version of Santa Clara. And we just, or at least Boomer just rolled with it. I don't think he fully checked or maybe thought it was fine. As this one's rolling forward, and it's just in. By the way, I didn't adjust the game volume, so allow me to do that really quickly. It's a classic in my games now. as it was just kind of a play forward. It rolls in. You don't need to see that replay, and it is all right. First goal will go over to Santa Carla, and they will play from ahead here just 22 seconds in. So I'm interested to see what we get out of Havana. Obviously, they had a Mincy last week. Then they make a trade over to get Zach. And now with what is technically for now a signing, although the goal is for it to be temporary, they have Drim coming in. So obviously a roster they don't have a lot of experience playing with. I think it probably gives them a better chance in the matchup that I might go 3-1, give them a game. But, I mean, probably not Lemon. Obviously, the list is more restrictive, as there you go, Banks. It's 2-0. I mean, technically no, because he wanted a one-day, and that is a pretty small list of players he could legally one-day. But given that he couldn't one-day, he then had to sign. But either way, of course, it's working out pretty well for Santa Carla so far, as it is 2-0 in their favor. Maybe a chance it's 3. Trim will try, but he will not get it away. And so it is 3-0 for Santa Carla. Only 1 minute in, a very strong start here as they have dominated the field of play and obviously have all 3 goals on the board. Early kickoff for Banks again, but Red Guy's able to get up for the save that time. Huntu now up on it next, looking for the play forward. Banks off the bar. Drim won't get a piece of it. Andy trying to drop it down. It'll bounce into the corner. Now Andy up again. This one off the back wall. Drim will play it away. Now bouncing towards midfield. Huntu trying to get it forward. Drim now trying to get the 50 in. Banks looking for a pass across, and Andy is there for it. Now looking for the double down. It'll bounce back away. Jam looking for a 50. He will break out as Havana look to get some offense going. Will drop down in front and just in. Looked like there could have been a clear on it, but no. It's just centered across. Banks doesn't catch it there, and then Jam's able to 50 it through him. And so 3-1. Havana do get their first goal on the board. Oh, of course. And this might be a sweep anyway, if this game is how the series will go, which I think it's entirely possible it's not. Like I said, I'd probably predict a game to Havana, just because I do kind of like this roster. And Santa Carla haven't been a perfect team. This one bouncing away again. I mean, Lemon, I'd be... Now... I mean, it's a little bit biased as I'm in the game. I'd be a little bit surprised if either us or Chicago sweep the other. But, I mean, it's possible for sure. As Jam looks for another center, puts it in himself, and it's 3-2. Back to a 1-goal game. Jam just centers it across, flicks it through. And it is a fight back by Havana here. They once trailed 3-0. Now back within 1. As now Jam tries to bang this one to the back wall again. A lot of momentum in favor of the Highflyers. But of course they need at least one more. It happens every once in a while, Panda, but it's kind of like broken clocks right twice a day, you know? If you just throw enough darts at the wall, eventually one of his takes will be decent. As this one drops down, no one able to hit it. Andy got to clear all the way downfield, but it's off target for now. Andy now looking for a pinch. It'll go up high. Drim now looking for the play the other way. Huntu down off the ceiling. Jam will try to catch it. Now Andy 50ing it, but it goes backwards. Red Guy gets a shot. It's on. Banks will save. Huntu got a piece as well, but they have low boost, but Jam's shot is wide. Andy will clear it even further to the side. And so again, the lead remains for the Freakz as we approach the 90-second mark here. It's definitely been Havana favored for the last probably 2 minutes of gameplay, but for now, they are still up by a goal as this one will bounce back out. Hunter looking to play it forward. Jam will play it out to the left side. Drim now on the catch, following it down the sideline. Drim looking for a center. Hunter will clear it around the outside. Now bouncing away. Banks Just going to go for a catch as now Jam gets a 50. Andy up the right wall. He'll stay behind it. Looking to spike it down. Plays it across, but it's dunked the other way by Drim. 1 minute left to go here. Still a 1-goal lead for the blue side, but it kind of feels like they're clinging to it by a thread. And so we'll have to see if Havana can break through, although it's Santa Carla pushing again, and it's Santa Carla scoring again. 4-2. The lead is back to 2, and Santa Carla are about ready to secure this win. 40 seconds left to go. Still a chance for Havana, but they need to get back on the score sheet soon. Jam, a good try, but he couldn't get that last touch. Red guy now can't center it. I mean, I feel like have they really played a series? As there's Red guy. Okay, Havana still not going to go down quietly. And it's back to a 1-goal game. That one pops over Andy. Red guy's there. And it's 4-3. And so Santa Carla might extend their lead, but it won't stay safe for long. They might do it again, but Red guy's there for it. Red guy now the double downfield. 20 seconds left to go. Havana still need one. Dram is there. It would have been wide, and Banks blocks it further to the side. Andy now in the air, looking for the aerial play, and he scores! Hat trick for Andy. 5 for the Freakz. And surely that'll be the nail in the coffin. 12 seconds left to go, and it's a 2-goal lead yet again. Maybe 3. That one's a little bit high. Jam will win the 50, but as it floats down to the corner, the time will dry up. Havana may try, but they can't quite make the comeback as they do get one back at the end. But again, just not enough. 5-4, Santa Carla are going to take the first game. Well fought. Definitely gives you at least a little bit of confidence that we are going to see the Highflyers do enough to take a game in this series. But it won't be the first one, as they're going to get outshot 12-9 and outscored 5-4. Saves pretty even, but surprisingly also in favor of Santa Carla, which could absolutely show that maybe the shooting could be a little bit better for Havana if they want to take advantage of all their chances and get themselves a game. Diabolical comm stim. But either way, as we now load in for game number 2. Santa Carla won ahead, but in a long series, that lead is far from complete. And so we wonder, can Havana get themselves a game back? Can they tie the series, or are Santa Carla just a little bit too strong? As we'll see a couple early attempts here from Havana, none really finding their way on target, as Andy will get a clear away. Banks now positioning behind it, heel control, looking for a shot, Drim dives in for the save. Jam now not able to get a piece of that one, he'll recover and go again, but Andy dunks it away from him. Red guy on it again, dunked up the left wall. Now Jam trying to get this one out. Banks up in the air. Red guy trying to get it away. That one straight down the center. Jam is up. That's on target, but Andy is there. Andy now playing it the other way. Drim will tap it down off the ceiling. Banks moving in. Got a little bit too close, and so Drim will get a 50, but that one's still right out to Andy. Andy now from the right wall. Will go for a reset, but won't get much afterwards. Huntu now forward again. Red guy trying to clear it out. Huntu the pass across. No one really able to reach it until Andy will. He'll look for a recenter, but a little bit too high. Now Banks are on the outside again. A red guy trying to pop it out. Andy looking for a double. Jam's there for another clear. Now down the sideline again. Down off the ceiling. Drim dunked away. Well, I mean, you did until you didn't. So I would say you didn't quite successfully do it. As this one caught towards center again. Pass back, Drim looking for a pass. It'll find Jam. Jam now trying to work his way back into the blue half. Will get over one as that one skips backwards. But Andy's uncontested, and he'll get it away again. Banks now dropping it down. Andy taking control. This one bounced in. Jam with a shot. Huntu will block it up in the air. Drim now off the back wall. Red guy back out as well. Andy finds a clear. 2 minutes in. Okay, hold on. I was about ready to say still no goals, but Red guy had something to say about it. A pre-flip that just pops it perfectly into the net. And Red guy gives first blood to Havana. Drim now trying to jump up. Andy will get it down towards the back wall. Jam now off the left side. Bouncing across. Banks will win it down into the corner. Bouncing down again. Banks up in the air. Jam beat to that one. Now rolling out. It'll get under Huntu. Drim waiting under it. Up the right side. Goes for a reset, but flips the wrong way and won't get much on it. No, Andy, no boost, just trying to force it down the sideline. Won't get very far as Jam takes it away. Dropping down. Drim can't push it towards the center. Huntu now does get a lead block from his teammate, but unfortunately didn't really work out as now Jam takes it the wrong way as well. Drim, low boost, beat, and it's a great shot by Huntu. All the way from the corner, Huntu snipes the net and ties the game. That is just a completely different narrative. As Drim down off the ceiling again. And even if it's true, it still doesn't change a whole lot. As this one's down the sideline. Over towards the right side. Up in the air. It'll bounce back down. Andy's up. Shot down. Drim will save it away. Banks now up again. Looking for a pass across. Won't find contact. Huntu will. And it's a free shot that Andy won't miss. Santa Carla lead. Red guy cheats a little bit too far into the corner. And so it's a goal for Santa Carla. And they will take a 2-1 lead with 90 seconds left to play. Almost 3, but Red guy gets a good dunk. Drim now banks it down into the corner, but Banks is already waiting. Dropped back across. Drim gonna get beat to it. Red guy up in the air. Huntu trying to bounce it away. This one sent it across. Now bounced away again. Andy gonna fake it back. Jam looking for a 50 shot is there, but it's up high. And the follow-up from a bumped Andy won't put it in either, and so the lead will stay at 2-1. Although I'd say control of this game has very substantially shifted in favor of the blue side. As it feels like Havana really playing at the back foot here. They do still have 50 seconds, but not feeling like a very strong position as Banks tries to center it. Red guy, good touch. Surely they need to score, and they will. Red guy gets credit. He'll get a demo. He'll get that touch, and he'll backflip it in for the shot. Just about finds its way in off the post. And we are tied up at 2. Now it's centered out. Jam trying to play it away. Banks up in the air. It's off the back wall. Now Red guy still trying to wait under it. He'll pick up the dribble. Looking for a cut. It'll bounce back to Drim. Drim up over one. Huntu won't connect, but Red guy, I'm not sure what he was looking for, but he ends up just taking it away from the center. And so if Jam had a shot, it was removed by that touch. As now the time concludes, it runs to nothing, and we're looking at OT unless Havana can score, but they won't quite be able to, and so we move to extra time here. Havana 1 goal away from tying the series, but it is Santa Carla 1 goal away from match point. Jam now trying to 50 this one down. It's Drim on it, and Drim scores. It looked rough in the middle, but Havana pull it back, and they tie up the series 1-1. I believe we're going to be even in shots. Actually, no, it will be in favor of Santa Carla again at 8-7. But this time, Havana able to find one extra save and able to find one extra goal. And so now as we look forward to Urban Central for game number 3, it's going to be all tied up 1-1. I mean, like it is, Tim, if we're being honest. Like, it just simply is. No, it is. Whether you feel like it's just a take or not, naming a political figure is still political, surprisingly. As we get ready to load in for game number 3, we're all tied up through 2. I'd say the majority of play has still favored Santa Carla, but we've done enough that... But Havana have done enough that this is still an even series. As Red Guy tries to jump at this one, it'll get doubled down into the corner. Jam trying to play it away. It'll be Red Guy to get the touch away. I mean, that's still political. Like, Banks looking for a touch forward. It's off the back wall. Stim, name... Oh, that's insane, Kaipo. How... Why are you... I get you were lurking, but... Stim... Just name anyone who's not a political figure and you're good. As this one's forward and it's in. Jam will get the first goal. And Havana will get first blood for the second game in a row. I believe it, Kaipo. That's fair. Yeah, Lemon summoned you. That's fair. Yeah, Lemon's just summoning people now. This one's played forward. Drim into the corner, trying to center it down. Jam's there again, but it's popped up high. No, Stim, naming specifically politicians is political. Name anyone else, and we're good. As far as getting political, which, you know, didn't have to be brought up, didn't have to be focused on or anything, but all good. As Drim looks for a reset, he'll get a shot forward. No, I get it, Stim. Either way, there is Rocket League happening. Fun fact. Andy trying to look for a catch here. It'll get pushed back into the corner again. Now popped over to the left side. It'll get cleared away again. Now Andy, not able to get much on that one. Cleared away again. Banks looking for a 50. Will get one, but he does lose it back away. Now we're on the court. So why are we actually getting political now? Like, Pitt, I don't care if, like, you're putting out a real take or what. Like, why is that actually where we're going? As this one's down towards the corner. Trim over to the right side. Andy towards the net. It'll go up just high. Now Trim trying to play it away. Towards the backboard. Dropping down again. Huntu shot. Saved by Red Guy. 2 minutes gone. Still a 1-goal lead. I mean, Stim, I don't really, like, you know. You can't say that, Stim. Just because you did something bad and reform happened as a result doesn't mean what you did was a good thing. But, you know, it's okay. That was last season. We don't really care anymore. As this one's centered down, Andy's shot will go just barely wide off the post. Andy in the air again towards the net. Jam will dive back for a save. Banks off the right side again. Now looking for a center out. Red Guy trying to follow it over to the left wall. Now Drim's trying to stay with it again. Down the sideline. Cut back towards center. Huntu looking for a touchdown again. And Stim, that's why you're banned. Fascinating. Drim looking for another touch out. I like to engage with Twitch chat, but I don't know if this is the stream to be doing that. I don't know. As this one's played forward, it'll get dunked out towards the ceiling again. Andy trying to get it down. You're right, Panda. This one centered across, walked away by Jam on the goal line. It's been a lot of Santa Carla pressure all game long. but they haven't been able to find a goal through. And so regardless, it is still a lead in the favor of Havana as Drim has a chance, but off the bounce just plays it a little bit high. And so the lead stays at 1 as Santa Carla break out again. Banks puts it high, might have been a touch from a defender, but that one's clean. Huntu, for the second game in a row, gets the equalizer. It was saved on the first shot, but it bounces back down, and there's no one for the second. And so we are even at 1 with 80 seconds left to go. Now that touch a little bit wayward, doubled down by Andy, but Huntu's blocked away by Drim. Banks diving in, and he'll score as well. 2-1. Again, just a little bit too slow from the defense. And so it is a 1-goal lead as for the second game in a row, Santa Carla have put up 2 straight. And they have a late lead here. Now down towards the corner, doubled around. Jam trying to knock it down. Over towards the right side. Now up in the air, Jam not quite going to get much on that. Red guy ending up with control. Whoa, Pitt, let's not say anything crazy here. Even if you're right, but don't worry about it. As this one's out towards the left wall again, centered out. Huntu wasn't ready for it. Drim now with a demo. Drim staying under it again. This one 50 down. Dropping in again. Andy looking for the shot forward. Jam, another one pinched out towards the ceiling. Now 20 seconds left to go. Still a lead for Santa Carla, though, and it might be 2. As Havana looking to find the same miracle they did last game, but so far the opportunity just has not been there. As Banks will look for another clear, and he will find it. Huntu will pick it up. The time will expire, and Santa Carla, with a 2-1 game, are going to move up to a 2-1 series and match point. 1 away from getting back in the win column. They're going to outshoot them 12-5. Outscore them 2-1. So the goal's a lot closer than the shots would lead you to believe. But the result is in the same direction, as now the pressure for the second time this series is on Havana to respond. But this time, it ain't just to equalize the series, it's to stay alive in the series. As Santa Carla now on match point. I did predict a 3-1, but we've seen a pretty good effort out of Havana that I definitely think we could go the distance. But we need to see something. We need to see much more control, much more offense than that last game. So we'll see if they can get it done, as now it's Drim around the outside. Huntu trying to play it back. Andy down towards the corner, looking for a double around, and cleared away. Drim now down around the corner again. Banks will get the touch away, but Jam's there to play it back in. Huntu over to the left wall. Red guy will be on it, but he can't turn in time, so Andy gets a clear. Now over towards the left wall again. Red guy now up around the corner. This one touched down. Jam 50 off the right side. Yeah, I don't get why Kaipo went with that point of view. Like, obviously you were just lying. As Drim's trying to play it forward, this one's dropping down. Andy with control again, looking to get it all the way. He'll fake under one, but can't get enough power, and so it's blocked away. Now Banks trying to win it forward. 1-2, trying to play it across, a little bit high. Banks will be there for the follow, though. Now Andy up, shot down. Red guy's there to respond. Red guy on it again, looking to chase it down. He'll take a shot. It is wide, and Banks is there for the play. Now up the right wall again. Drim is there, down off the back wall, bouncing away. Jam, shot. Banks will save. What, Lemon? Excuse me? Okay, I guess what he said, but like still. I missed the context for that. That was this one down off the corner. Jim trying to play it forward. Almost a bump there, but it won't quite be there. Now dropping down again. Banks off the right side. No one able to get to that. Jam now in the air. He'll get over one. Looking for a reset. Again, won't find it. And the clear is there. So both teams have had opportunities like that one, but neither can find that final shot. As here's a double commit that could get awkward for Havana. Great first touch by Banks, but he's still dunked away by Jam. Approaching the halfway point here. Still no goals on the board just yet. Of course, Havana much prefer this to be trailing, but they kind of need to score as well, because again, they can't afford to lose this game if they want to find themselves a win in this series. And he's trying to drop it down, won't be able to get a second touch because Drim forced it into the corner. Now he'll get a bump that could set up Red Guy. Red Guy the pop forward, Drim diving in, but the shot's right at Andy. Jam now up the left wall. Looking for another one forward. Banks down off the left side, bouncing out. Red Guy centering, Drim diving in, but cleared away by Huntu. Now Jam trying to get it away, but he won't succeed. Andy dunks it down. And the lead is going over to Santa Carla as they get a late first blood. 109 seconds left to go, and Havana now are under pressure. Trailing by 1, they need to score at least 2 in this game. But they got 95 seconds to get the first. Andy now another clear downfield. It's wide. Andy up in the air. Jam trying to get it away. Over towards the left wall. Banks though diving in. Wins out on the challenge. Red Guy another one cleared away. Andy over to the side. By the way, I think this is a record for most active chat, but then also most off-topic chat. And those might correlate. Red Guy trying to get it forward. Bump won't connect, so Huntu gets a save. But Drim is there, and he gets the shot through. 2 players try. They can't get it done, but luckily there's 3 to the team. And the third man ties it up for the Highflyers. Banks now in there again. Shot just a little bit high, but Andy's is true. Again, the defense is just too passive. And Santa Carla make them pay. Andy gets the shot right over 2 defenders. And with 1 minute left to go, I believe only like 6 seconds after that last goal, the response is there, and now the pressure is right back up on Havana. Huntu gonna get a block on this one. Jam trying to play it away, but it's still dunked by Banks, and then Andy can get up. Andy to the back wall. Red Guy will make a save, but they need more. Might not have it. Huntu off the back wall. Banks will fake him out. Jam now trying to get downfield. Andy misses, but there's no shot. Huntu gets a clear. Andy now pinched away again. Jam letting this one go. Drim into the corner. Banks dropping it back down, looking for a 50. Jam will get a block. Over to the left side, 15 seconds. This one cleared downfield. Andy wasting away the clock, trying to secure the win for his team. Now a 2v1, but the 50 is far too good. The time will run out. Havana put up a fight, but they cannot take the series. Santa Carla take it in 4 games. A well-fought game, but one that will go in favor of the blue side. And so, I mean, for Havana, again, obviously it's a sub-roster, so not that much to take out of it realistically, but still a decent game. Shows you can compete with the teams, especially because, again, just mental. It was rough the last few weeks, so I think for them, it at least should be decent to show that they can compete against a team like this. But we'll see, as we will ask about an interview, and we will see. But yeah, I mean, we said it. Santa Carla will probably the favorites. We weren't entirely sure how things will go, and we are not going to have an interview. And so I'll ask, I'll ask about their matchup next week, and then we'll be ready to wrap things up. But yeah, I mean, pretty well played series, all things considered. And so yeah, we wait. Yo, no way. I mean, Stim, like, first of all, that would be a problem because you've obviously been banned, so you can't play. But at the same time, you're kind of like reverse smurfing, so it's fine. Drim's also not on a team anyway, so skill issue. Get better. But yeah, I obviously just don't think it is, obviously. But that is separate to the point. Yeah, that's fair. I did kind of forget. That did happen very briefly for some reason. But of course, focusing on this one, I think it was just well played by Santa Carla. I think regardless of the sub, I don't know about a bunch, but some, and I don't think it was really seriously considered, but it was thrown out there. But of course, focusing in on this one, as I've tried to say, I think Santa Carla were the better team, and they played like it. As I did get some word, as Santa Carla will be playing Lincoln next week. And so I asked about that matchup, and as a response, Huntu said that he thinks they'll be a hard team, and so they have to clean some things up and put some shots in order to compete. But I'm sure they'll have to feel pretty confident and hope they can get a win. I added that last part, but that's pretty common and just kind of an important part of team mentality. And so I think that does do it for our first game of the week. Santa Carla just a step better, and so they'll take all these games, although I believe all of them were 1-goal games. And we do have one more series tonight, as Vancouver are going to take on Buffalo at 9:15. And so the stream will be back live in 20 minutes. We hope to see you back then, but your final score here, one last time. Santa Carla 3, Havana 1. We'll see you back in just a little bit.